this computer. Okay, so this is take two of our attempt to record this interview because I'm, I guess, technologically challenged. But um, today I'm going to talk to Logan, who's the creative force behind Leon Alexander Yarns. And Leon Alexander Yarns and Patterns are going to be featured in our mini monthly mail for April, which is called Top It Off. And there's a lot of great hat patterns to choose from, some gorgeous yarn. And so I thought it'd be kind of fun to kick off that month by talking to my friend Logan. So, Logan, why don't you just kind of tell us a little bit about the origin story of Leon Alexander Yarns, and then and kind of what direction y'all are headed in now.
So we started in I want to say 2016. Yeah, 2016. It's on our sticker. But 2016, and we started just kind of like home dyeing. I still am the primary dyer, and then my husband Jose is the tax man, so he does all the fun stuff to make sure we don't get arrested, which is also important.
Yes.
But we just started doing that. You know, I'm a long time knitter, crocheter. My grandma taught me to crochet when I was real young. Taught myself how to knit on YouTube. So I always just I have a art background as well, and so color theory was something that was kind of a natural progression over into this medium, and so been kind of just doing that and going forward ever since.
So if you had to describe sort of your aesthetic when it comes to dyeing yarn, how would you describe it? What is sort of an aesthetic you strive for?
Well, definitely bright. um I love to play with color. I love to, combine different colors. I'm definitely not a subtle person, as you can tell by my gold ceilings. So, and my sparkle glasses.
Mm-hmm.
So, I try to bring, a little bit of that into the yarn as well, because I think with any artist, you put yourself into your work. So, I like to think that comes through. So, especially in our bold and bright colors. So,
I think that's why we're friends, just because neither of us are subtle.
yeah, definitely. So,
Okay, so I know that this past year has been a little bit of a challenge for a lot of people because of the pandemic. Because sometimes I realize y'all make sort of make your living by going to these fiber shows, but you said it was actually quite opposite for you guys this year because you did some things to kind of redirect your business. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
so yeah, I mean, it's weird to even think about it, but I guess when Corona started, it was like February or March of last year, and we really upped our online presence as far as like our shop, and so we have tried to stay on that as well, just to have a lot of stock in the shop, and that way it's accessible. We still did, like we usually do, DFW in March. We did like a special colorway still. So we tried to make some special things for the events that would have happened, even if we couldn't attend. So that was fun to do. We also, I have some patterns. I focused a lot more on that because since it is a digital product, it is much more accessible that way. And so I really made that a goal to focus on some pattern writing.
So that leads into my next question. Tell us about, I know you've got a couple of different collections, I guess you could call them. You have your hat collection, your original hat collection, and then you have some new exciting things coming out with your Zodiac stuff. Why don't you tell us about those a little bit? Because those are very exciting to me.
So the first collection that I did, the first set of patterns is they're all DK hats. There is actually one fingering weight hat that I think about it, but they're mostly DK weight hats. So it's a faster project, faster knit. I love DK hats because they're still squishy and you get that stitch definition. but it's just a little bit of a faster knit. But I have those, and they're all inspired by the like a royalty theme. And so I have an ebook on our Ravelry store that is called Kings and Queens, and it includes all the patterns for those. Of course, they can be purchased individually, but you save a little bit of money if there's several that you like, and then you buy the ebook, you get them all together. So
Now tell us about the new collection. That's the one I'm all excited about. It makes my witchy heart happy.
the new collection makes me happy too, as a nerd. So, but loved astrology. I'm an Aquarius, so um, we just wanted to do something that was kind of like start of the brand new year, with the Chinese zodiac is kind of what got me thinking about everything with zodiac, and I was like, well, why not do the zodiac I'm more familiar with, and so I started designing just these charts, and I was like, with this chart I can adapt this to a hat. I've got a cows that I'm working on too. So it's just kind of like it was a fun color work project for me to work on. Color work isn't something that I'm super comfortable with just personally in my own knitting. I can do it, of course. It's just not my favorite thing to go to. So I had a lot of help with these. I had some people test the patterns for me. So I made the charts and then I sent it out, and some great friends of mine helped me with this. But everything's out so far except for, I want to say, Leo and Virgo, I think, are the last two. So
Well, I know that when I started talking about this on my podcast, I've already had several people go, "Oh, those charts of the zodiac." So I think you may see several of those hitting on Ravelry when this all starts, because I know there's a
yeah,
lot of people really interested.
I think it's really fun, and it's like a great way to show off your sign, because I know everyone thinks that their sign is the best, but
Uh,
it,
yeah, I'm kind of in denial about my sign because, I'm supposed to be this super emotional, softy Cancer. And I'm like, I am, but I deny it to my life.
yeah. Well, like I'm sure a lot more goes into it than just your sun sign.
Right.
So with mine, I'm an Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, so super water bearer, and then Pisces rising. So
You got water all over the place.
I do, but Aquarius is an air sign. Don't
Oh,
forget.
that's true.
So
That's true. I forget.
yeah.
See, I have an
So
Aquarius moon and I've got a Cancer sun and I've got Aries rising. So I've got all kinds of stuff going on.
yeah, got a little bit of everything.
Oh gosh. So I know that one thing that you've tried to do, and we've talked about this with your website, is you're not just marketing yarn now. You've got some original art on there. You've got some really cool other products on there. So what you and I know that some of my friends are really excited about your bags because I was telling them about your bags, and um, they're going on there looking. So tell us a little bit about some of your other products.
Sure. So, like I mentioned before, I have an art background, so I've always just kind of been a painter, a photographer as well. And so, one thing for 2021 that we wanted to do is we wanted to set a goal to incorporate my other medium into our retail aspect of the business. And so, we actually did it's ongoing, but we have a art yarn club. And so, what that is each month I will paint a original painting. It is going to be something that is yarn or fiber, spinning, crochet related, and then the individual will receive a vinyl sticker of the painting, and then yarn inspired from the painting. So the same colors is something that you can see in the original, the translation there. So that's something that's been really fun. We've been doing that for 2 months now, and I just ordered the stickers about a week ago for April. So I do have the original painting with me if you want to see that.
Yes, 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 yes. I
So
want to see it.
I can that. So if you did sign up for April and you don't want to see,
Look away. Look
close
away
your eyes.
now.
But this is a big piece. Hopefully I can get it all in. But
That's beautiful.
so it's a scarf. You've got, your hands knitting up here, little swallow detail. It has glitter in it too, so I love to do these glitter varnishes. I don't know if it's picking up any of
Yeah,
that.
I can see it. Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful.
So this is, the April painting. I'm about to dye the yarn for this, so I'm waiting, letting a couple more people sign up. So that I'll probably do like some blue and some orange.
Now, so your club, is it a month to month sign up? Like if you want it, you just sign up per month? Is that how it works?
It is. There's the month to month option, so you can do one individual month, like you can try it out, or you can do a 3 month option and you save 15% off the cost. So it's kind of bundled there for 3 months. So 3 months commitment, but you do save a little bit of money. So
So I know that some dyers were having trouble with during the pandemic getting supplies and stuff. Did you find that to be a problem?
it's actually, I mean, still an ongoing problem, unfortunately, but we're doing the best we can. There's a couple of bases that I really like that I can't get as easily, but it's kind of forced me to look at other um, avenues and problem solving. For instance, I guess with all the advents, minis are just so hard to get, and I love to just have minis on hand because they're fun and I can just throw some in when I'm doing a regular colorway, and then it gives the option of having just a small 20-gram skein of that for purchase. But I found some 15-gram minis, so we're going to try those. And something I'm working on for that is we're going to do, I haven't quite, come up with the name for it, but I know a lot of my friends, when it's their birthday month, they're like, it's my birthday all month. And so it's going to be like a birthday package. And so I'll have 30 or 31 mini skeins available, and it'll be like you open one each day on your birthday month.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah,
So
like a
that's
birthday advent.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I don't know if I want to call it, an advent, but it'll be like a birthday celebration. And the 15 grams makes it a little bit more affordable, which is
Mhm.
something we always try to keep in mind as well.
Yeah,
Just the accessibility of the product that we are making.
right.
So, and it's not that much of a difference. I mean, 5 grams is not a ton of difference. And some people just like to have minis, because they're cute, or they just do little things with them, like little color work, or granny squares is a great another idea. Scrappy blankets, so nothing that usually requires a huge yardage requirement. So that's something that we're going to be doing. And I placed the order. I can't help but think, I don't know if you saw the cargo ship that was stuck in the canal.
Yes.
Do you see that? I
Yeah.
was like, I wonder if that's where my yarn is, because I haven't received it yet.
Oh no,
I
please
mean,
don't
sure
be there. Yeah.
not, but I did think, I was like, I wonder if that's why I don't have it yet.
Oh
But
no.
because our stock does come from overseas, so
Yeah.
but
So, I think when we tried to do this last time, you were talking about you had found some DK minis also. Is that
yeah,
still going to happen?
I do have that. Let me see if I've got that hat
Yeah, I
here.
love that hat. So I'm really super excited about it.
I think I might. Well, I took it in the other room, but I have some other stuff that I can show you too.
Okay, yeah. Why you want to tell us just quickly about the hat you can't find and then show us what you got?
Yeah, it'll be coming out soon. So, but it'll be a kit that is designed to use a 50-gram skein of DK and one 20-gram mini DK mini. So it's all DK weight, but this way I can dye something really fun and crazy in the mini and then do a solid for the other part. And it makes a really cool effect. So just like little simple color work, some little slip stitches. Um, and what I did for this is it was a gray base as the solid, and then the mini was a rainbow, so it kind of makes like a gray rainbow.
Oh,
It's pretty.
fun.
Again, it's in the other room, but you'll see it
That's
when it
okay.
comes.
That's
Cool.
okay.
So
Okay, so show us what you do have. Show us what you got.
what I do have is I'm going to show these are patterns that are already out, and then I have some that I'm working on too. So um, this is the Victoria hat, and this is on Ravelry.
Okay,
And
so you
so
got some baubles and some. Oh
yeah,
wow,
so
that's pretty. Yeah. Mhm.
stitches, some baubles. It's a also some smocking
Oh wow, cool. Yeah. Uh-huh.
that goes down into the ribbing, which is kind of neat. So this makes a unique hat. I would say this is one of the more advanced patterns that we have out, but I would also say that it's nothing that is too difficult for a adventurous beginner. So I do love baubles. I love twisted stitches, which is, there's also twisted cables. Um, but it's nothing that you can't do if you just kind of sit down and take it a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
So I've got that one. That's DK weight. This is a fingering weight hat, and this one is called Fancy Pants,
Yeah.
and it is fingering, and it has all of these lovely baubles that make this like wonderful texture.
Yeah.
Um, this is a super bright neon yellow.
I love that yellow. Yeah, that highlighter yellow. That's awesome.
So this is a really fun pattern. Um, Cables and bubbles put together takes again just a little bit of concentration, but it makes a great end result. So those are two from like I said, the collection is the Kings and Queens ebook on Ravelry.
Mhm.
Um, those are out, and then these are some that I'm actually working on.
Ooh, we get a preview. Yay.
So this is one here.
Wow, that's neat looking. Those
Uh,
cables are
Cable
gorgeous.
bobbles. This is a DK weight. Um, this is the next collection I'm working on is it's going to be inspired by old oak trees. There's this forest in England, and I probably am butchering the name, but I think it's Savernake is the forest, and has these ancient old oak trees, and they have such weird the way the limbs just kind of come together. And so this was the original inspiration, and this is a crazy, crazy cabled hat. But this one will be called King of the Limbs,
Mhm.
and that's one of the trees that is there in the forest. So um, I would say that is probably an advanced pattern, but it's totally worth it if you stick with it. So
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a very unique pattern too. I love that.
you,
So okay, so I know that we talked before about you're kind of you've got some new things happening in terms of like design space and stuff like that coming up in the you're in the Oklahoma City metro area. So
right?
you're looking at maybe having a brick and mortar, not necessarily a store, but sort of an inspirational space. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we're gonna be opening. It's a little studio space, so it'll be mostly as a working studio. We might, do different things on certain days, open to the public, but um, it's mostly just going to be a working studio for me, so that I can get all of the yarn and art stuff out of the house. Because we have a small house and it's taken over everything. So but I'm really excited for that. It'll just be a nice place to put some roots down and have a space to go to. The space has a sink already, which is really cool. So for dyeing, it makes it pretty easy. But I'll be able to have all our inventory there, and it's just always good to have kind of a separate space, especially when you're a creative person. So
Yeah, because creativity kind of spreads out all over the place sometimes.
yeah, yeah, it's not really easily controlled to say the least. So but I'll have all my paintings there, and finished products I can display, and if there's foot traffic that comes in, I'll have all of that for sale. So we're really excited about that, and I can't wait to decorate it. I'll probably actually take this chandelier with me, and bring that aesthetic into the space. So
Cool. So you're also doing some photography work too, correct?
I am, yeah. We are, so the space is going to be actually next to one of our local gay bars. And so it's going to be really cool because a lot of the photography that I like to do, we have a lot of good friends that are drag queens and
Mhm.
entertainers. And so I've shot their promo pictures as far as their headshots and what they use for advertising.
Mhm.
So we'll be doing that kind of work. We'll be doing work that is aimed at the gay, lesbian, queer community, as far as like family pictures, just an opportunity for those in my community to have that opportunity that they may not
Yeah.
have.
Wedding pictures, baby pictures, that kind of
Right,
stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
right.
I think
So
that's amazing. That's really cool because
not to,
those people deserve that too.
right, not to get political, but
Oh, why
yeah,
not? People are used to
it,
that from me.
yeah, but it is going to be unapologetically gay. So um, we're making all kinds of different artwork that's for my community, and I feel like that's important, especially given the area that we're going to be in. It's a good opportunity to create something positive for those that are like myself.
Yeah.
So
And being
uh,
unapologetic is also why we're friends.
yeah, so I am super excited about that. We have some like little greeting cards and stickers, and like one that I'm gonna make is gonna be because I'm sure as Arkansas is red, Oklahoma is also very red, which from living here.
Yes.
But I'm gonna make a bumper sticker that says "Proud Voter," and in "Proud" it's gonna be the rainbow in the
Hmm.
background.
Good. Good
And
deal.
I always like to say, like, hey, I'm upset and I'm mad, and I also vote. So get ready for that.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
So,
Well, and the way things turn from red to purple and blue is people like us saying something and being who we are. And, I think that's a lovely thing. I think that's
yeah.
a lovely thing.
So yeah,
So,
about
and,
that.
and go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm just super excited. So we've been creating a lot of work for that I'm holding on to. So
Yeah.
once we get in the space, which they have to clean it up right now, and then I'll kind of put my own twist on it, and then we'll have all that stuff also available online. So you don't actually have to physically come and see us to get that too. So I'll have those cards, stickers, little prints, all kinds of stuff. So
So that's one thing that I wanted to say in April, because my focus for this entire 6 months is to highlight friends of mine or people that, I mean, even people that I don't know, but that are members of these communities that are sometimes marginalized by the mainstream. So in April, if people use your yarn or your patterns, they'll get extra entries. And if they use both, they get double the amount of extra entries. So, that's some incentive there. The prize at the end of the month will probably be like a $25 gift card to either Etsy or maybe to your shop. We might work that out where I can pay you like $25 and give them
yeah.
some credit or something. Because you don't just have yarn, like you said, you have art, you have backpacks and bags, you have stickers, all kinds of cool stuff. So there's all the cool things for the cool kids on there.
Cool.
After I talked to you, I went and bought myself a new water bottle so I can fill it up with stickers.
I
So
saw that. I, I was like, I'll have to send Deborah some stickers.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
she put.
But the whole 6 months, any patterns or products, because it's not just going to be knitting and crocheting, it's going to be all crafts. It can be sewing, it can be cross stitch, it can be painting, it can be anything. um, and there'll be a hashtag through Instagram and my Facebook group, but anything that comes from these people in these communities, whether to support these communities with these makers in these communities, will get extra entries. But each month, like if in April, if they use your yarn and they use your pattern, they get double entries basically.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
awesome.
so, so that way it helps my friends get, I mean, and not that I have that many viewers, but it helps people find you that have maybe not seen your stuff before. And that's exciting for me because I think your stuff is awesome and I have a lot of your yarn. so,
Well, thank you.
so, well, I appreciate you taking the time to do this again. I apologize it
Yeah.
didn't record the first time. So we'll be excited to see what people come up with in April. So yay. Okay. Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording.